Alright, well this weekend I've got the Bobcat here at this house instead of out on the farm, and for this project I'm going to come down around. There's my forge all wrapped up, but what I wanted to do was, this yard, if you can see, is pretty steep. There's, from up there where those tires are up at the patio to back there, you know, it's a 22 foot drop. It's a drop down there to that bottom. So the yard has always been hard to mow. It gets washed out, ruts from the rain because of the steepness. So I'm kind of doing a permaculture technique of using kind of berms and swales. So it's fairly flat up till about where my dirt pile is for my tires, and then we got a little bit of slope down to the grape trench. Now the boards have been removed from this other side, and then eventually they'll be moved from this side, and then I'll berm this up a little bit and down, and that'll be kind of cut out a little bit. It'll slope down, and then I'll level it off, like I did here. Leveled this yard off a little bit, made it way less of a slope, and level that out to a little bit of a little swale, and then a berm back up, and then down, flatten out to the bottom. So I'll have basically one, two, possibly three swales. I'd like to just get basically two swales. The one here at the grape trench will kind of come up and down, and then one about where that really tall, which if I come down here, you can see there the box is buried. But if we come down to this elevation, you can see over on that corner we're 3.5 feet up. It just drops off really fast, and it's kind of hard to tell on the camera. But anyway, so we've got with the Bobcat, I was able to, and if for those of you that have been here to the house, you'll know that this is drastically changed. You can see right here, that's the old elevation of the yard, and it sloped down, and this has been filled in. So you can kind of see here, and with the forge there, you can kind of see from there. We'll drop down. You can see up there, that's how steep this yard was, and it just flows down. And on the other side of the corner, this is the high side, and of course this is on the north side, that's the low side. So you can see this kind of still, this yard's still, and I didn't put dirt in all the way yet because I need to build a little retaining wall here. So you can see how much dirt I filled in. This is down to the elevation that it was before. So and you can see there's very little dirt there, and there's actually still some grass and weeds, mostly weeds, from before right there. So you can see very little dirt, and then a bunch of dirt, because that's kind of where it dropped right in there, just about where the front of that pile was the first major drop, and then it just dropped again and all the way down to that elevation there. So there's still a bit of a slope to it, but there wasn't any flat yard at all. I mean, it was just a slope from the get-go. So and I've dug out this is where the waterfall is going to be, and the pond will be kind of where my shadow is. And then over here, this is the dugout for the stairs. So this is kind of where the stairs are going to go. So this morning, that's home plate right there where that tire is. So we're going to make everything level with that dirt and that tire to come across. And I've got to dig this little corner out. I didn't want to do that with the Bobcat. I was just afraid of getting too close to the the footer, I don't know where it is, and it I can just see myself making a silly error. So I'm just going to dig that out by hand now. And I was going to think about, I was actually left it like that thinking I might raise the tire up there, but it's just going to be a lot easier if I have that first course all at the same elevation. So that's where we're at, and we'll make a video here in the next few days to update you on the progress.